You're back with the Restaurant Brokers on We Sell Restaurants. We are headed into our second segment of the show. Remember, there are three segments, with the last, our restaurant reality segment. And that's the time where we give you the full, unbridled scoop and inside truth about buying or selling a restaurant. We didn't sell hundreds of restaurants by being intimidated of the four-letter words in the industry: the F word, fail, and the S word, sell. And on that note, we are joined by some incredible founders of concepts that are hitting the national scene right now, so it's very timely to have a discussion with them about that prospect of failing. So I'm going to ask both of you, and True and Corey, I'll start with you. You have sort of skyrocketed to national fame, but what about those first few months? Was there a time period where you said, oh my goodness, what have we bitten off, and are we crazy for doing this?
I think, you know what, when we got our first store open, I think it was jubilation, and we were really happy. It wasn't overwhelming. When we took on our second location, which was much larger, I think that's probably when we were like, oh boy, like there's a lot of people who eat grilled cheese. So I think, you know, the biggest thing for us is when we you know, saw the amounts of people that, you know, come out just to enjoy our product, was, you know, that whole wow moment, or you know, I don't even know if it was trepidation or anything, if it was just more excitement that this was really something that was working for us.
And Rob, you said earlier you had no experience. You guys went in there kind of like, hey, we're going to go with guns blazing and see what happens. So was there times that you and Anthony kind of like, oh God, what have we done? Or, you know, was there some of these discussions at some point?
No, not really. I mean, while we didn't have restaurant experience, we believed in each other. We believed that, you know, rolling up our sleeves and you know, really learning the business and the hard work and hours that we put in would eventually pay off. I think we just believed in what we were doing enough. We ate the food every day, every meal, and we knew that no one else was delivering anything like it for the price point we were selling it for. So, no, I don't think we were ever really panicked at any point. I mentioned before that, you know, a new brand, business was slow right off the bat. We opened kind of in the middle of the worst late summer, early winter that you could imagine in Denver, and that did not help things. But you know, we figured it out. It kind of forced us to refine our operational model to work during slow times, so that when things started picking up, we were, you know, doing even better than we thought we would.
That's good. A quick follow-up for both of you. Rob, you can take that first. Let me ask you this, because we see this a lot. Where you guys were able to be well capitalized, though, would that help? Where you guys went in there really tight and hoping, or were you able to say, hey, we got enough money, we got a cushion, and we can sustain, you know, some mistakes?
No, we weren't able. We knew that being well capitalized was going to be crucial. So, you know, when we went out and raised money for our first restaurant, you know, we made sure to build in a little bit of a cushion, and you know, experience showed that that cushion was not enough. So, you know, that was difficult very early on, but again, we were able to plan for it enough, and business was able to continue to increase enough that we were okay.
Right. Same question for True and Corey. Did you have sufficient capital on hand? I mean, that's sort of a loaded question, because that's always asking, do you ever have enough money? But did you get through your rough patches without too many Band-Aids?
We were all Band-Aids. We pretty much, when we started, we pretty much completely emptied our bank accounts, and we bought a tent and a griddle. And we set up on our public square. And then we used really all the money from that turnaround and just pumping it back into actually opening our first store. So we weren't borrowing any money or asking for investors and stuff. We were just out bootstrapping it and selling our grilled cheese $3 at a time until we had enough money to get our store open. And it took us 1 day shy of a year to get our store open when we first opened our tent.
That is great. I love to hear that whole entrepreneurial spirit that comes through, because talking with all of you today, that's one thing that really resonates is you had a belief in something, you were determined to go out and do it, and you were all in for your own success. And that, I tell you, I think that really is the secret ingredient to success. It's founders that refuse to give up. What's another secret ingredient that either one of you believe would add value to your product? What about you, True and Corey? What's that special something that makes somebody want the tongue-in-cheek concept over another franchise that might be out there?
I think we're fun. From the concept throughout, it's a culture that we kind of instill. It's yeah, it's work, but we always say we want to eat what's fun, and we have a good time doing it. And our crew members, it kind of just passes through the whole experience. It's about having a good time, from reading comics in the stores to whatever we're doing. It's a good time to be at a Tom and Cheese.
That's great. Rob, do you have a secret ingredient that you think is giving Mod Market the edge?
I'm going to go back to the food. I think it all starts and ends there. And we're not health food. We're not trying to be health food. We're trying to be great food. And I think that customers, combined with a great experience, with great service and a great environment, really are responding to just great food at reasonable prices.
So give me an example. What's your favorite thing on the menu, or what is perhaps might be my favorite thing on the menu as a woman who was your original target customer?
My favorite thing is our Fiesta salad. We do freshly grilled proteins, so part of our operational model that is different from a lot of other concepts that do salads is all of our proteins are freshly prepared and cooked, not necessarily to order, but very close to order. So you're getting hot, freshly cooked and seasoned chicken on your salad instead of just a cold scoop of diced chicken. And I'm a big Mexican flavor fan, and the Fiesta salad just really does it for me. I think you love it too.
Yeah. Same question for you, True and Corey. Is it going to be that donut with the wonderful cheese inside?
Well, my favorite actually sandwich on our entire menu is our Italian. We do some sandwiches with chips inside of them, and that's one of them. It's got some salt vinegar potato chips and some pepperoni and mozzarella and ham on it. Overall, I love our tomato gazpacho. It's probably my favorite soup that we've got, really fresh, vibrant, made from scratch. A lot of good flavors with the fresh herbs and the things that we put into there. So those would probably be my two favorite things on our entire menu.
Okay, we're all starving now and we're just out of time, but I want to remind everyone to find us online at WeSellRestaurants.com. Check out the Restaurant Broker listings. Take a moment, like us on Facebook, and you can listen to a repeat of today's show, or also find us on Twitter at Sell Restaurants, and we're on LinkedIn as well. This is Eric and Robin Gagnon, the Restaurant Brokers, and We Sell Restaurants.